So good morning all of you student. So welcome to lecture series on MSc second year semester third, and this is our departmental subject. This is subject our is the energy studies. Okay, so in this course we want to see that what is mean by energy conservation, different types of the energy, conventional, what is mean by conventional and non-conventional energy sources, what is mean by renewable and non-renewable energy sources, what is mean by exhaustible and non-exhaustible energy sources, and also see the different types of energy and fossil fuels and the source of the fossil fuels, limitation of the source of the fossil fuels, and limitation of the source of the renewable energy sources also see in this subject. Okay, so we have to know that fossil fuel sources are available in the nature or in the world as the limited. Okay, and that's why we want to find out the new energy sources which are available in huge amount of source. So first of all, see here what is mean by energy. Okay, so we have to know that what is mean by energy, that energy is capacity to doing the work. Okay, so is capacity to doing the work or various kind of work. So the word for energy is coming from the Greek word, and that Greek word is nothing but an ergon. The word is an organ, so which means that in work or the work content. Okay, so in the course what is doing for here, so that doing the systematic study of the various forms of energy and transformation of the energy, because you know that the energy conservation principle, so that is what, so that energy is not created and not destroyed, only it can transfer one form of energy to another form of energy. So that is here the systematic study of the energy and the transformation of the energy, and that energy is defined as the capacity for doing the work. And what is mean by the work, that work is the force into displacement. Okay, so doing work for acting the force on the particle or the object, and that object or that energy is doing the displacement, that transform from one form to another form. So that is energy or work. Unit for work is joule, because of this its unit for the force is the newtons, and displacement is, you know, have to know that SI system of the displacement is the meter, and that work is unit is the force into meter, that newton into meter. Okay, so we want to see here the idea or the classification of the energy resources. Okay, so starting for this, so we have to know that the different types of the energy, so renewable and non-renewable. So renewable energy sources consider as the suppose solar energy, wind energy, biomass energy, tidal energy, wave energy. These are the types of the renewable energy sources. And non-renewable energy sources, which means that sources will be which is not be reused or reconduct. So that is fossil fuels like as the petroleum, coal, gas, etc. Okay. So before that we want to see here the main types of the or classification of the energy sources. That classification is depends upon first type is the based on the usability of the sources. Okay. So we want to see here the classification of energy sources. Classification of energy sources, and in this the first type is depends upon on usability or usability of energy sources. Correct. So that based on the usability of energy sources, in this type there are the type is first is the primary resource of the energy. Okay. What is mean by the primary resource of energy? That resource available in the nature in the raw form. Okay. So in depends upon the usability of energy sources. So in this type first type is the primary resources. Primary resources, and these primary resources is depends upon the raw material or the sources is the form of the raw material is available in the nature. Is available in the nature, or a material in the form of raw material. So this is the resources are available the nature in the raw material, and for example this is the, so for example what this is the a resources. A resources, so primary resources is a resources available in the raw material, that is known as the primary sources. For example what, petrol, coal, gases, etc. Okay. So and also uranium, hydrogen, so these also known as the raw energy sources, and this generally these forms of energy cannot be used as such, and these are located, explored, extracted, processed and converted from the required by the consumer. Okay. So hydrogen, so these are the raw material, so which are available in the nature, and these are depends upon extraction method, is depends upon the demands of the consumer. Now this energy ratio, that energy yield ratio is given by energy received from the raw energy So that energy yield ratio, that is output, is given by, so energy yield ratio is equal to energy given by raw material, energy given from the raw energy sources, from raw energy sources divided by the energy spent to obtain raw energy sources. Energy spent to obtain raw energy sources. Okay, so this energy yield ratio, what is mean that ratio, suppose you have to in nature the energy available in the various type of the raw material. Okay, so that like petrol, coal, diesel, gas, something that, or so that energy will be obtained. So how to recover or how to get extracted this energy? So that energy extraction for have some amount of energy, and this amount of energy to spend to obtain this raw energy from the nature, so that is known as the energy yield ratio. Okay, so in based on the usability of the sources, first type is the primary resources of energy, second is the intermediate resource of the energy. Second type is, this is first type, primary resource of energy, and second type is the intermediate resource of energy. Resource of energy. So in this type, what is this energy sources are obtained from the primary energy sources by one or more steps of the transformation. Okay, what is mean by these energy sources? These energy sources are obtained from primary energy sources by doing one or more steps of transformations. Okay, so for this raw energy sources doing some activity for the extraction, so for the output of these primary energy sources, so these energy sources are obtained from the primary energy sources are called, or this is known as the intermediate energy resources. Okay, G resources. Now next type of this based on the usability energy sources is the secondary source of energy, that forms of energy which is finally supplied to the consumer for the utilization known as the secondary or usable energy sources, that is electrical energy, thermal energy, chemical energy, something that. So that is the third type in the usability of energy resources is this is second. First type is the primary energy resources, second is intermediate resource of energy, and third type is secondary energy resource. Okay, so what is mean by secondary energy resource? So first is the primary energy resource, that mean by the raw material is having in the nature by naturally. Second is the intermediate resources, that the process of extraction of this raw material in the form of energy and transformation of this energy. And now secondary energy resources means that the final product of the energy resource, that the form of energy which is finally supplied to the consumer for the utilization is known as the secondary or usable energy resources. The form of energy, the form of energy which is finally supply to the consumer for utilization. For utilization is known as secondary energy resources. Okay, energy resources. So for example is what these secondary energy resources, that is raw material is obtained in the nature and process on this raw material obtain the final product of the energy resources. And these energy resources, for example, that is electric energy. Okay, electric energy, thermal energy, chemical energy, okay. So for example this electrical energy in the nature raw material, as the we have to consider as the hydroelectric energy, that obtained from the water stored in the dams, and that dams water having more amount of potential energy. If this potential energy of water is converted into the kinetic energy, and that water flow on the turbine, and that turbine is rotate, and that rotation of this turbine generator have rotate, and that generate have rotate, that generate the electricity. If you have the next example for the thermal energy, that what water resources, or for example coal extraction, this coal is used to the doing the hot water, and that hot water have emit out the heat, and that it is causes for extraction of the thermal energy. Now next is type. Main type is the based on the traditional resource of the energy or traditional uses of the energy. So first is the based on the usability of source, second is the based on traditional uses of the energy. Okay, so first main type is what based on the usability, and the second main type is the based on traditional use of energy. Traditional use of energy. So in this type there are two main types. So based on the traditional uses of the energy are classified into two main category. One is the conventional energy resources and non-conventional energy resources. So first type is the in traditional energy, based on the traditional use of energy. First is the conventional energy resources, and second one is the non-conventional energy resources. Non-conventional energy resources. Okay, so what is mean by conventional energy sources? That energy resources which have been traditionally used for many decades are called the conventional energy resources. Okay, so that have been traditionally used, have been traditionally used many decades. So for example here what fossil fuels, example coal, gas, etc. Fossil fuels, nuclear and hydro resources. Nuclear and hydro resources. So what is mean by conventional energy resources? That energy resources have been used traditionally of the many decades, so that sources is known as the conventional energy resources. An example for this is fossil fuel, nuclear energy, hydro resources. These are the conventional energy resources. Now next type is the non-conventional energy resources, that which is considered for the large scale after the oil crisis of the 1973 are called the non-conventional energy sources. For example, solar energy, wind and biomass. So energy resources which are considered large scale use. Energy resources which are considered for large use after the crisis of 1973 called the non-conventional energy sources. For example, solar, wind and biomass. Solar, wind and biomass. Okay, so next type of energy resources is based on the energy storage and cycling time. So this is main. First is the based on the traditional use of energy. First type is based on the usability, and third type is based on the energy storage and cycling time. Third type is based on energy storage and cycling time. And in this type of energy resources, two main types is there: non-renewable resources and renewable resources. What is mean by non-renewable resources? That energy sources which are finite and do not get replenished or do not get renewed after their consumption are called the non-renewable energy resources, and the energy resources which are renewed by the nature again and again, this is known as the renewable energy sources. So in this type, based on the energy storage and cycling time, so first part is the non renewable energy sources, and second is the renewable energy sources. Renewable energy resources. Okay, so the energy sources which are finite, the energy sources which are finite and do not get replenished and do not get replenished is known as after their consumption. After their consumption is known as non-renewable energy sources, and for example this fossil fuels, uranium, etc. Okay, and next is the renewable energy resources, the energy resources which are renewed, the sources which are renewed by nature again and again, it's called renewable energy resources. Energy resources. So for example, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, biomass energy, etc., etc. So these